So my last video about the human species, a little bit long-winded, quick, look surprised. I'm going to keep this one a little bit short and sweet. I know if you had $1 for every time you heard me say that, you'd have a lot of dollars. But let's just keep this short and sweet. Back to the economy, the recovery. I mentioned this the other day about Walmart. I think it was a North Carolina or South Carolina town, had a small mom and pop, or I don't know if it was small, but a mom and pop shop, groceries and things. Then Walmart comes to town. Mom and pop can't survive, close down. Walmart takes over. Typical vampire squid. Oh, we can't make money here. This ain't working. Yeah, we're going to have to shut this store down. Now the people are left with nothing. And the example I gave was back in 2008 when oil prices skyrocketed. Diesel was over $4.55 a gallon. All the bio farmers came out. Oh, biodiesel, we can sell it to you for $3.25. Oh, sign me up. All the truck drivers, sign me up. Then the price crashed, as Lindsey Williams did predict. End of 2008, beginning of 2009, below $50 a barrel. Gas prices, back down. Biodiesel farmers, sorry about your luck. We're going back to the gas companies. The same ones that screwed you guys? Yeah. Competition's way cheaper than you guys. I can't do it. I'm not going to pay $3.25 when I can pay, $2.75. Sorry about that. So, in this case, Walmart comes to town, shuts the other business out. Walmart says, we're not making enough money here. This isn't going to work. Let's leave. Now the mom and pop shop's gone. Walmart's gone. People can't buy groceries in the area. Only in America. Speaking of Walmart, Walmart's customers are too broke to shop. How the hell is that possible? I mean, every other customer has an EBT card, for God's sakes. But that's just food only. Not buying the useless crap that we all buy. So maybe that's the difference. Walmart is facing a perfect storm that is hurting its sales growth, according to Moody's. The company's core customers are struggling with flat income levels, and savings from lower fuel prices aren't translating into more retail spending for some reason. Moody's Vice President Charles O'Shea wrote in a note to clients on Wednesday, the business is also under pressure from deflation in key product categories, such as food. Deflation in food price? What store have they been to recently? And the effects of the strong dollar abroad. Now that can make sense. Strong dollar. In other countries, their currencies are devaluing. I've covered this in depth. Hurting exports. Strong dollar is hurting your exports here. Over there, strong dollar. Well, technically, when another country exports with a devaluing dollar versus wherever they're exporting to, it's usually not that bad. But maybe because our dollar is so strong, I'm trying to figure out why. Strong dollar abroad. I mean, again, normally when you devalue elsewhere, that's good for your exports. But I'm not sure how this strong dollar abroad is affecting. Nonetheless, the numbers are in. Walmart has called it. We don't expect to grow at all. Zero growth for 2016. Walmart? Zero growth is your forecast for yourselves? Yeah, not looking good. But I could have swore Obama said the other day, anybody talking bad about the economy is peddling fiction. Let me see if I can find that exact quote for you. Give me 1 second. Obama peddling fiction. Google. Help me out, Google. The other day actually means January 12th, 2016. Peddling fiction. Obama, economic critics peddling fiction. That was actually the quote. Not going to go there and read it. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. Walmart is facing an almost perfect storm when it comes to top-line growth, Oshia wrote. Until the health of the lower to middle class income consumers improves, Walmart will continue to face macroeconomic headwinds in the U.S. In other words, QE for the banks and nothing for the people except more tax bills and Obamacare bills didn't help. Gotcha. Okay. Walmart said last month that it's expecting virtually no sales growth in the coming fiscal year. That's this year. The company had previously projected growth of 3 to 4% for the year. But upon peddling fiction, they changed their mind, I guess. But lowered its guidance last month, citing the impact of the strengthening U.S. dollar. The company's share price has lost about 16% of its value over the last year. Peddling fiction. Obama, I'm not seeing it, buddy. Despite its slowing revenue growth, Walmart continues to invest heavily in employee wages and e-commerce in an effort to stay competitive with Amazon. Right. But the store's online sales growth has started to contract. Oh, damn it, more fiction. Online growth revenue slowed to 12% for fiscal year 2016, following 22% growth for the previous year. That has some investors concerned about Walmart's long-term prospects. But Oshia says that Walmart's e-commerce performance is still impressive. All in all, a $14 to $15 billion global online business is more than respectable, especially when it augments a brick-and-mortar business that generates around $470 billion in annual sales. But if we put up a store in your small town and it ain't meeting the performance we need it to meet, well, shut it down. But you put the other company out of business, shut it down. $470 billion in sales, shut it down. He said the stock market, quote, can be unfriendly. Oh, the stock market, is it in person? I mean, companies are people now, according to the U.S. Supreme Court. I guess the stock market is too. It's unfriendly. The stock market can be unfriendly, he said, and investors are ignoring the long-term benefits of Walmart's e-commerce investments. We continue with our thesis that brick-and-mortar retailers that resist the move to at least have representative online businesses will find themselves in a precarious competitive position over the longer term. To reduce losses, Walmart is closing 269 underperforming stores globally, including the one I mentioned, I'm sure, including 154 in the U.S. Definitely one of the ones I mentioned there. Analysts are expecting even more store closings down the road. Quote, future thinning of the herd. Wasn't that what I was just talking about in my other video? The culling of the herd. Mr. Oshia, future thinning of the herd will occur at some point as more of the business moves online. Is he hinting to us? It don't matter. Because you've been listening to Jason at 4, and he's trying desperately to keep you up to date. Take care.